The killer is in the filler. Please cut out all unnecessary words. Hi guys, my name's Deepak Shukla, founder at Pearl Lemon Sales. We're a sales training and development agency based in the UK as well as the USA, but serving clients worldwide. And here today in day 25 of 119 days of cold calling training, we're here to talk about the killer in the filler. But before we get into it, feel free to click the link below to get an additional 17 strategies not shared in this training. So look, fundamentally, if you've been watching the last couple of videos, then you'll know that it's really a problem if you, and I've done it in some of these videos, okay, where there's filler content where I'm trying to find the right word. And as much as possible, you want to avoid doing that. The best way to avoid doing that, if I'm being honest, is to keep working aggressively on improving your your improvisation skills, because there's always going to be curveballs in a conversation. There's always going to be things that come up that you can't anticipate. And the way that you get used to such scenarios is by putting yourself continually in those scenarios where you have to improvise and think of something to say on the spot. And your brain neurons and the way that you form connections continues to grow and grow to the extent that you're able to fundamentally account for probably 80% of those situations. And that's why scripts alone do not work, okay? A script alone by itself is not going to get you where you need to go, because you will always come up with new challenges, new variations, just a lot of newness per call, where you're thinking, well, that didn't fit into my script. That didn't quite work. So that's why it's really just important to practice improv. Now, we'll probably do a separate training on practicing improv, but filler words like but. So I want to give you a whole, a bit of a list of filler words that don't really add value, not a ton of value unless you're using them with intention. So it's interesting. Okay. Guys, I'm still getting used to using this drawing app, but that would be words such as like. Okay, that's a terrible way to write like, but that would be a word such as like. It would also be words such as kind of is another crazy one. Kind of is another one. Then there would be words such as and continuously, words such as words such as words such as, I'm just thinking, it's not too bad though. It's just so, but do you see that if you think about your own vocabulary, that there's a ton of words that you probably do use yourself that would qualify as filler content, and that filler content doesn't add it doesn't add any value whatsoever. None. Okay? None. No value. Just like my writing adds no value. There's no value in using that type of content. So it's really important to be mindful of it. And a lot of the time, you won't even realize you're using it in conversation, because you use it as part of your everyday conversation with friends, family, and colleagues anyway. So raising your level of awareness with certain types of words is super important. So I would say that, let's go back to the drawing mode. I would definitely say that I would say that what else is there? Like's another one. Could be another one. There's all of these filler words that you want to be mindful of, that are going to impact your ability to be effective over the phone, because they make you sound less cohesive, less succinct, less in control of what you're actually saying, and people can hear it, and it doesn't come across as confidence. Okay, it's this. It kills things. Okay, you don't sound confident when so to give you an example of it, I'm going to now immediately introduce more evident fillers into this whole presentation I'm giving. So what I'm trying to say, like, is like, if you really like think about the kind of the filler content, such as but or so guys, do you see? I mean, that was exaggeration for effect, but it's there, and everyone can always improve their speech by killing it completely, and no one is guilt free of it. I do it. Other ways of doing it are like now when I'm slowing down my speech because I'm thinking about how to elicit such an example, but there's ways to hide it, as you can see. And a good way to hide it is through pausing. Okay. So pauses are really a good way to hide it. Okay. So when you need to think about something, instead of saying, instead just say, I hope that you could read that. It was not badly spelt, but just don't say anything at all. Just say nothing, and then you'll come across as more in control, more precise, and less all over the place, basically. You'll feel a lot more like a straight shooter instead of someone who goes around the houses until you get to the dreaded. And I do this often on a call when I'm listening to someone. Is it okay if you get to the point? Or look, is this leading up to a, can you, are you are you selling me something? So there's different variations that I will introduce when people are using a lot of filler content. So please be mindful of any of those trigger words. Just don't use them at all.
Remember, we've got 17 gated strategies just waiting for you. All you need to do is bing, subscribe, as well as click the link in the description below to get access to those 17. Get some.